Welcome to the Travel Malta podcast, which tells you a bit about the country of Malta. It may have some pronunciation which is incorrect. Apologies for that. It's the Gigantia temples, not the way they say it anyway. I tried to correct it, but it's not easy to fix.
All right, get this, today's deep dive.
It's taking us to an island nation
Okay.
with more history per square mile than practically anywhere else on Earth.
Wow.
We're talking about Malta.
Malta.
You probably know it's gorgeous, but trust me, the pictures don't do justice to the stories this place holds.
What's fascinating about Malta is that it's not just beautiful beaches and sunny skies, though it's certainly got those too. You're diving into layers upon layers of civilizations, each leaving their mark.
Wow.
Think Rome, but with Phoenician temples and a dash of Arabic influence, for good measure.
We're talking about a place where you can literally walk through time.
Yes.
Starting with structures that make the pyramids look positively young.
Oh, yeah.
Expert speaker lays some ancient knowledge on us.
Okay.
What's the deal with these Antisha temples?
Imagine this. It's 3500 BC.
Roughly.
Roughly.
The Egyptian pyramids haven't even been thought of yet. But on the small island of Gozo, just off Malta's coast,
Okay.
a civilization is building the Antisha temples.
Okay.
These aren't just piles of rocks either. We're talking sophisticated architecture, a unique trefoil design.
Hold on, trefoil, like a three-leaf clover.
Yes.
What was it about ancient cultures in that symbol?
It's a recurring motif across different cultures and time periods.
Okay.
And in the case of Antisha, it might point to the beliefs of these early Maltese people.
Okay.
Archaeologists believe the temples were used for rituals,
Right.
possibly involving animal sacrifices.
Okay.
And get this,
What?
those sacrifices may have been dedicated to a fertility goddess, whose statue you can still see today.
Okay.
Imagine the stories that statue could tell. Okay, animal sacrifices in temples older than the pyramids. This is already blowing my mind. But wait, there's more. Right, what about those cart routes everyone's always whispering about?
Okay.
Are those ancient highways or what?
Ah, the cart routes. Now we're getting into true mystery territory.
Okay.
Picture this. Deep grooves etched into the Maltese landscape. Some running parallel, others intersecting as though an ancient civilization just decided to carve lines into the earth. The leading theory is ancient carts.
Okay.
But there's a catch.
Don't tell me aliens.
I wouldn't go that far. But some scientists argue that the carts these people used wouldn't have been strong enough to carve into the rock that deeply. So were they used for something else entirely? Were the ruts created in a way we haven't even considered? It's a debate that's still going strong.
See, this is what gets me. You think, okay, ancient temples, mysterious tracks, time to move on. Well, Malta's like, hold my history books, we're just getting started.
It's true. And what's so captivating is how each empire that ruled Malta didn't just replace what came before, they layered their influence on top. It's like those archaeological digs where you're like, Roman pottery. Wait, is that a Phoenician coin underneath?
Right. Okay, so we got a taste of prehistory, but then things really start cooking, pun intended.
Yeah.
When the Phoenicians show up.
Yeah.
And their influence is still around today, isn't it?
It is. In fact, the name Malta itself likely comes from the Greek word for honey, which the Phoenicians, being the traders they were, probably quite familiar with. So from the very beginning, Malta is linked to this idea of sweetness, of abundance.
And it's not just the name.
Right.
If I'm remembering my history right, Malta's position, smack dab in the middle of the Mediterranean, made it the place to be for, well, pretty much every empire with a boat.
Exactly.
Right.
After the Phoenicians, you have the Romans sweeping in, making Malta a province.
Okay.
It's even mentioned in the Bible.
Oh, really?
You know that. St. Paul himself was shipwrecked there around 60 AD.
Wait, seriously. St. Paul was hanging out in Malta. Talk about adding some weight to your tourism brochures.
Right. But it shows how central Malta was to the Roman world.
Now,
and then just as the echoes of togas and chariots start to fade, you have a new force arriving on the scene.
Okay.
The Arabs.
Arabs, okay. And they didn't just conquer. They left a lasting mark on the Maltese language, right? It's like a linguistic time capsule.
Precisely. Maltese, as unique as it is, actually has deep Arabic roots, a reminder of the 200 plus years the Arabs ruled the islands.
No.
But just as you think you're getting a handle on Arab-influenced Malta,
yeah.
They Normans.
Normans.
Because why not add another layer to this historical take?
So we've got ancient mysteries, trading, empires, biblical connections, a dash to the Middle East,
I do.
and then like the grand finale, Enter the Knights Hospitaller.
Yes,
These guys are the stuff of legend.
they really are. The Knights of St. John, who faced down the Ottomans, history's most epic showdowns. We're talking the Great Siege of Malta in 1565. Imagine these knights, outnumbered and outgunned, defending their island fortress against wave after wave of Ottoman forces. It's a story of incredible bravery, strategic brilliance against all odds.
I believe to our producers, if you're listening,
Right.
The Knights Hospitaller in Malta is a film just begging to be made. But even epic reigns don't last forever. What happened after the Knights?
Well, in a twist of irony,
Okay.
it was another military genius who brought their time in Malta to an end. Napoleon Bonaparte, in 1798, on his way to Egypt, Napoleon decided to relieve the knights of their island stronghold. However, the Maltese people, known for their resilience and independent spirit, didn't take too kindly to this new rule. They rebelled, and with the help of the British, managed to oust the French. This paved the way for a new era, with Malta becoming a British protectorate and later a colony.
So from mysterious temples to warrior monks to Napoleon, and you have just a typical Tuesday in Malta.
Right. But we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about what Malta's up to in the 21st century.
Right. Is that just a living museum, right?
You're right. It's easy to get lost in Malta's history, but present-day Malta is a thriving modern nation. It's a member of the European Union, uses the euro, and boasts a level of education and healthcare that many countries envy.
Wow.
Remember those diverse influences we talked about? Yeah, that melting pot heritage is very much alive in today's Malta.
Give us the details. What does this mix of ancient history and modern amenities look like for the average person living in Malta today?
Well, imagine walking down cobblestone streets, centuries-old architecture all around you, and suddenly you're passing a cafe with free Wi-Fi.
Oh, wow.
That's the beauty of Malta today.
Yeah.
It seamlessly blends the old and the new.
I like it.
Plus, remember how the Arabs influenced the language? While Maltese is the official language, around 60% of people also speak Italian.
Wow.
A nod to their proximity and historical ties to Italy.
Okay, so we've got history, beauty, and a multilingual population.
Right.
What about the day-to-day stuff? What are some unique things you've uncovered about Maltese culture?
One word, festas.
Oh.
These are traditional Maltese festivals, often with religious roots.
Okay.
And they are an absolute explosion of color, music, food, and firework. Imagine entire villages coming together, celebrating their heritage.
Yeah.
With traditions passed down through generations. It's truly something special. And then, of course, there's the food.
Food.
Maltese cuisine is this wonderful fusion of Mediterranean flavors.
Okay. I know you're already picturing the sunny beaches, but now add feasting a Maltese festa to your to-do list.
Yes.
And maybe you learn a few phrases in Maltese just for fun.
Exactly. What's amazing about Malta is that it offers something for everyone.
Right.
History buffs will be captivated.
Right.
Beachgoers will be in awe of the scenery. And foodies, well, let's just say they'll be in culinary heaven.
This deep dive has been incredible.
It has been.
And I have to say, I'm officially adding Visit Malta to my bucket list.
There you know.
But I think what really sticks with me is how this tiny island, with its layers upon layers of history, has managed to hold on to its own unique identity. Really impressive.
That resilience and that enduring spirit, that's the magic of Malta.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe that's the biggest takeaway of all, that sometimes the smallest places have the biggest stories to tell.
And that is your cue to go explore.
Thanks for listening to the first Travel Malta podcast. Bye.